Let's talk travel plans. You know, the kind that make your friends raise their eyebrows and ask, "Wait, you're going where?" If you're tired of scrolling through the same old vacation photos on your feed, maybe it's time to shake things up. Tired of the same old tourist traps? Maybe it's time to consider somewhere truly unexpected, somewhere that's not just off the beaten path but practically off the map for most travelers. I'm talking about Iraq. Forget Paris and the Bahamas. Sure, they're beautiful, but you want edge? You want stories no one else can tell? Iraq is the ultimate anti-tourist destination, a place where adventure isn't just a buzzword, it's a guarantee. No long lines, no overpriced souvenirs, no crowds, just raw, ancient history at your fingertips. Imagine wandering through ruins where the only sound is the wind, not a tour guide's megaphone. This is the cradle of civilization, where writing was invented, where the first cities rose from the dust, and where empires were born and toppled. Every stone here has a story older than most countries. While your friends post Eiffel Tower selfies, you could be standing where kings once ruled, where legends walked, and where history was written in clay and stone. Iraq isn't just a headline or a backdrop for dramatic news music, it's a living, breathing place, full of vibrant culture, warm hospitality, and landscapes that will surprise you. It's packed with ancient cities waiting to be rediscovered, from the haunting ruins of Hatra to the legendary streets of Babylon and beyond. No velvet ropes, no theme park rides, just the real deal. Here you can touch history, not just look at it from behind glass. If Disneyland feels too safe, too predictable, this is your kind of adventure. It's for those who crave the unknown, who want to feel the thrill of discovery. Pack your bags, or at least imagine it. Picture yourself prepping for a journey that's equal parts history lesson and epic quest. We're heading to a place where the past is so present, you might bump into a Sumerian king on your way to get a falafel. The old and the new blend together in ways you won't find anywhere else. We'll explore Iraq's forgotten cities, the original wonders that make Rome look like a new suburb. These are the places that inspired myths and legends. And we're doing it with curiosity, skepticism, and zero sensible planning. Because sometimes, the best adventures are the ones you don't overthink. What could go wrong? Don't answer that. Just keep watching, because the real story is about to unfold. This is the journey you didn't know you needed. The kind that changes your perspective and gives you stories for a lifetime. It's time to see what happens when you trade tourist cliches for real adventure and swap the familiar for the unforgettable. Iraq, it's not on your bucket list yet, but after this, it just might be at the very top. Let's change that. Let's make your next story one that nobody else can tell. Ready? Because this is going to be unforgettable. Let's go. Adventure is waiting, and it's hotter than you think. Scene 2 is next. First stop, Babylon. A name that echoes through history, myth, and music alike. You've heard the name, Bible, songs, legends, but it's not just a story. Babylon is real, and you can actually walk its ancient streets, feeling the weight of centuries beneath your feet. It's not a mythical wonderland, it's ancient, sandy, and features some questionable 1980s renovations courtesy of Saddam Hussein. The ruins are a patchwork of original bricks and modern attempts to recapture lost glory. He even stamped his name on the bricks, just in case you forgot who did the redecorating. It's a bold move. Imagine leaving your signature on a world wonder. Babylon was home to Hammurabi's Code, one of the world's first legal systems, and the legendary Hanging Gardens, if they ever existed. The city's stories are as layered as its ruins. The Ishtar Gate, the real one's in Berlin, but here you can stand on the very ground where it once towered, imagining its blue-glazed bricks shining in the sun. Walking here, you're treading the same ground as Nebuchadnezzar, surrounded by a bizarre mix of ancient grandeur and modern ego. Every step is a walk through layers of ambition, power, and reinvention. It's like finding a Starbucks cup in a Game of Thrones scene, jarring but memorable. The past and present collide in the most unexpected ways. Babylon is a beautiful, confusing mess, a testament to human ambition, ancient and modern. It's a place where history refuses to stay in the past. You'll leave with stories, not just photos. The memories you make here will stick with you long after you've left the dust behind. It's a place of contrasts, and that's what makes it unforgettable. The old and the new, the legendary and the real, all tangled together. Skip the perfect castles, come for the weirdness. Babylon's quirks are what make it truly special. Next we head to Ur. Don't blink or you might miss the next chapter of Ancient Wonder. You'll want to see this. Trust me, the adventure is just getting started. Next up, Ur, the indie band of ancient cities. One of the world's first cities and supposedly Abraham's hometown. The main attraction, the ziggurat, a giant mud brick pyramid with stairs that double as a workout. Climb to the top and you'll see endless desert and maybe question your life choices. Ur's royal tombs revealed treasures, gold, jewelry, and even a board game. Turns out ancient people argued over rules too. Some servants were buried with their masters. Talk about a toxic workplace. Walking through Ur feels like stepping onto another planet. Quiet, vast, and profoundly old. You can trace the outlines of ancient homes and imagine families complaining about the heat 4,000 years ago. It's humbling. These people built a city from mud and determination. Meanwhile, we struggle with IKEA furniture. Ur gives you perspective and maybe a sunburn, but we're not done yet. Next, the city even the Romans couldn't conquer. Stay tuned, Hatra awaits, let's go. Welcome to Hatra, the fortress so tough even the Romans gave up. Massive circular walls, a blend of Greek, Roman, and Eastern influences, Hatra was the Las Vegas of its day. The architecture, stunning. Columns, arches, carvings of gods and kings. The main temple complex is a maze of grand halls, still awe-inspiring thanks to its remote location. It's not easy to reach, but that's part of the reward. Hatra survived the Romans and more recently tragic destruction by ISIS, yet its spirit endures. Walking here is like stepping into an epic movie, Indiana Jones but real. You'll find sand, wonder, and a city that stood firm against the world's greatest empire. Hatra is a testament to resilience and multicultural strength. It deserves to be seen, remembered, and respected. But why choose ruins over Rome or Paris? Let's talk about that. Onward. Paris? Overrated. The Louvre is a mob scene. The Eiffel Tower is surrounded by souvenir hawkers. In Iraq, you can have a 4,000-year-old city all to yourself. No lines to climb the ziggurat in Ur, just you and the sun. Instead of a boat ride on the Seine, stroll through Babylon, a city that ruled the world when Paris was a swamp. The bragging rights, unmatched. Your friends saw the Colosseum? You saw Hatra, the city Rome couldn't conquer. You're not just a tourist, you're an explorer, a modern Indiana Jones, with better Wi-Fi. Iraq's forgotten cities offer real discovery, not pre-packaged itineraries. It's raw, real, and unsanitized. This trip will challenge and surprise you. So keep your crowded museums, I'll take the empty, magnificent ruins, and your Instagram, it's about to get legendary. Let's see how. Next scene, don't miss it. Let's be real. Travel is about the Instagram post. Iraq is an untapped goldmine for your feed. Forget latte art and beach sunsets. Try a selfie atop a Sumerian ziggurat, just hanging where civilization started. Or a windswept shot in Hatra. Feeling cute might defy the Roman Empire later? Babylon? Point at Saddam's brick. History is weird, you guys. Ancient workout photos on the ziggurat steps? Content creates itself. You're not just a tourist, you're a pioneer in archaeological comedy. Ditch the leaning tower pose. Try pretending to push over a 2,000-year-old column. Your photos could challenge perceptions and make your friends jealous. You're not just collecting likes, you're expanding minds, or at least making everyone wonder where you get your travel insurance. But what about safety? Let's get real for a minute. Here's what you need to know. Next up. Let's address the big question. Is Iraq safe? Not the safest, but not the war zone Hollywood imagines. It's complicated. You need planning, research, and a local guide. Danger is everywhere, crossing NYC streets, eating gas station sushi. Iraq's risks are just more geopolitical, but the people, incredibly hospitable. You'll likely be welcomed, offered tea, and asked why you're there. Be smart, follow advice, avoid risky areas, don't flash cash. The biggest danger? Dehydration or overeating delicious food. Iraq is a real country, not a movie set. If you want safe, stick to gelato. If you want adventure, this is it. The rewards, history, culture, stories are immense. Be informed, not reckless. Do it right, and you'll come back with a perspective no Tuscan tour can offer. Now let's talk myths, legends, and souvenirs. Iraq is the land of epic stories. 1001 Nights, Gilgamesh, the Tower of Babel. Here, ruins aren't just old rocks. They're the backdrop for the world's oldest tales. Each city has its own legends. Babylon's tower, Ur's great flood. These stories are baked into the landscape, turning dust into magic. Souvenirs? No tacky t-shirts, just handmade crafts, maybe a clay tablet with cuneiform. Authentic? Maybe not. Memorable? Absolutely. The real souvenir is the experience, the stories you collect, the adventures you stumble into. These are the tales you'll tell long after your tan fades. It's a trip that becomes part of your own legend, and it beats waiting in line at Disney World. So, are you still interested? Let's wrap this up. Yes. Still intrigued? Maybe you're feeling that familiar itch for something different, something that pushes you out of your comfort zone and into the unknown. If a vacation with a hint of existential risk sounds better than another beach trip, you're our kind of traveler. You crave stories that can't be found in glossy brochures or all-inclusive resorts. This isn't for the faint of heart. It's for the curious, the brave, the slightly unhinged. The ones who see adventure where others see uncertainty. The best stories start with chaos, not perfect plans. It's the unexpected moments, the detours, and the mishaps that become the memories you'll tell for years. Warning: you might come back changed, with a new perspective on the world, and your place in it. You'll find yourself with a new appreciation for paved roads, and the simple comforts you once took for granted. And maybe, just maybe, a strange urge to learn cuneiform, or decipher the secrets of ancient stones. Ordinary vacations will never be enough again. The crowds and cliches will seem dull compared to the thrill of real discovery. If you're tired of the sanitized, pre-packaged world, and you want something raw, authentic, and unforgettable, maybe it's time to go somewhere real. Somewhere that challenges you, surprises you, and leaves you with stories no one else can tell. Iraq's forgotten cities have waited centuries for visitors like you. They're silent witnesses to history, ready to share their secrets. They don't need your approval or your tourist dollars, but they deserve your attention. These places are more than destinations. They're living history. Be the person with the weird, incredible stories. Make your Instagram legendary. Just be smart, do your homework, find a good guide, and pack a sense of humor. It'll be hot, dusty, and sometimes confusing, and nothing like you expect, but that's the beauty of it. Every day is a new adventure, every step a leap into history. That's exactly why you should go. Because the best journeys are the ones that change you. The cradle of civilization is calling. Its rivers, ruins, and legends are waiting for someone bold enough to listen. Are you brave enough to answer? No pressure. But if you are, you'll never see the world the same way again.